week. A lot better than last
No,
week.
I was the awful one last week.
However, the football this week wasn't better than last week. This is one of the worst round ones of all time.
Yeah, it's not great.
I mean, my word.
Thank goodness it's in the rear view mirror. And we're hoping for better.
I'm
not-
hoping for better. I'm not expecting better.
Yeah.
This smacks of 2021. Like, that is what this feels like.
Whole bunches of nonsense.
A whole bunch of nonsense. I don't know if anybody has seen, because I was talking with Dad about this, the tweet that Danny Weidler put up about, like, the NRL sent out a thing to all the clubs saying, hey, this is what to expect. And apparently now going up to contest a ball with one hand is going to be a disruptor penalty.
You're still contesting the ball.
Exactly.
That
That's
makes
stupid.
Zero
And
sense.
on top of that, it was saying like, oh yeah, there were a bunch of incidents that weren't called set restarts that were supposed to be. So expect even more of those in round 2.
Goody.
This is going to be a disaster of a year.
Can you see my enthusiasm?
And I have a theory about this. It's Peter V'landys trying to strong-arm the NRL into doing his stupid kickoff change shenanigans. Because the main argument he tried to make when he brought it in was, oh yeah, it's an easy way to stop teams from gaining too much momentum and preventing blowout scores. It doesn't pass, so what he does is he shifts the threshold for set restarts back to the 20-meter line and tells the referees to really, really police it. So that's the easiest way to give a team an artificial sense of momentum, so he can just say, hey look, the momentum problem is terrible. I have a kickoff rule that won't change anything, but I want to put it in. Now you have no choice. It is just completely blatant.
Caveat. Weren't they doing that 20-meter rule anyway?
Yes, that was the contingency plan.
You sure?
Yes, absolutely.
Or are you making this up?
No. No, I'm sorry. Him changing it was the contingency for when they don't put it through, so he can force them to put it in next year.
Conspiracy theories, don't we love
No, I
them?
don't think it is. I think that's legitimately what's happening, because he has a track record of completely manipulating the fabric of rugby league to make it a quote-unquote more entertaining product, and it's making the game worse.
Yeah.
Like, this week was terrible for that, and I don't think it's going to get any better.
No.
But
We'll see. We can hope.
we do have a week of football to talk about.
Yeah.
So,
2 weeks.
no, we talked about the Vegas ones last week.
Yeah, we're talking about these ones this week.
And then next
Oh, you know what I
preview,
mean.
Yeah. We're reviewing
Whatever.
a week of football
Head and
right
tree.
now.
Alright, so, Rugby League in Australia kicked off with the Storm dacking the Eels on live television.
Just absolutely mangled.
It started from literally the first minute.
Well, yeah, that's what happens when you hit a high tackle, and it was definitely a high tackle,
it's
unfortunately.
like the 5th instance of that exact kind of tackle already, and it was only like 3 games into the year.
Yeah, I know.
Just disastrous. Like, to Parramatta's credit, they hung in there for the first 10 minutes, scored a try,
Yes.
and then died.
Yeah.
And it was just really, really poor.
Melbourne know how to put their foot on the throat.
Melbourne know how to attack a defensive edge that has Brian Kelly in it. He was horrendous. That right side for Parramatta was torn to pieces.
Also,
I would like to say that Suafa'alongo was excellent as fullback.
His first half was average at best. His first half was not good. And the second half was after Parramatta had put the Q in the rack because they were down 30 points. Show me him playing well against a decent team and then I will change my opinion. But I still don't think that he is anything spectacular.
I guess we will see, won't we?
I don't know.
As time goes on. But yeah, you look at the stats, it was like, you know,
Melbourne
not
had
even
60%
close.
of the ball.
Yeah.
Had 800 more meters.
85% completion. That's the number. That's the magic number, right? If you can complete at 85% and you can miss less than 30 tackles a game, you are going to win football games.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Best player on park, Cameron Munster. He was amazing.
It was great. Harry Grant was good until he got injured as well.
Yeah, well, scoring 2 tries as a hooker will do that to you.
Yeah.
Stefano Utuikamanu ran for 240 meters.
I think the Broncos got him angry at the end of last
Classic.
year when they were being nasty
That's
to
some
him.
good Stefano.
Yeah,
there.
he's
in
excellent.
50 minutes too is
I know, it's just
preposterous.
crazy, right? He's such a good footballer.
Yeah. I was happy to see Artavali Lasati finally get some decent playing time. He looked really, really good.
Yeah.
I like watching him play. I hope we see more of him when
Yeah.
when Blore comes back. I hope Shan is the one that gets relegated.
Guess we'll see. Blore is a good player when he's not injured.
Yeah, that's a terrifying second row duo, isn't it?
Pretty scary.
But yeah, it's just it's Melbourne in round one. I don't know why I bet against
They
them.
don't lose.
They just don't lose.
It's round one Melbourne at Amy Park. They don't lose. It's
But
simple as that.
This game said more about how bad Parramatta are.
Oh, they were
because
terrible.
that was a joke.
They were woeful.
That was just
Yeah.
so bad.
So sorry, Para fans. This is not your year.
Well, this is exactly how last year started. Like, almost verbatim, this is how last year started for
Was
Parramatta.
Moses playing in those ones?
I don't remember. But I know that they got
He was
whacked.
playing in this
I
one.
know they got whacked by Melbourne in round one last year, so... Just,
Yeah.
at least,
So Moses is good in good teams, apparently.
almost as good with his team, but they're getting absolutely smacked. At least Iongi is pretty good.
Yeah.
They've got a good one in Iongi.
Yeah.
But there's just not much else to say here.
What else? There's nothing. They were beaten.
They were whacked
Yeah.
by a
So,
lot.
since when did Brian Kelly get the Parramatta? I didn't even know he did.
Yeah, well, it was a mistake for them.
Apparently
They
so.
replaced Morgan Harper with Morgan Harper.
He made
Good job, Para.
Replaced Morgan Harper with Morgan
With-
Harper, but he's like 10% better than everything.
slower
Is he?
10%.
I think he's
Brian
slower
Kelly is just as
and
bad.
old.
Just not.
Morgan Harper is the worst NRL player to ever play
Yeah,
the
that's
game.
not true. But anyway,
Would have to be close.
He's
It's really,
bad.
really bad.
there are some pretty bad ones.
He didn't
Well,
do
yeah.
anything.
Storm
Yeah.
win. Parramatta lose by a lot. They can't win the premiership.
Nope, they're
Right.
already out. Two
We
teams
can
are
already
already
ignore
out.
them. Another team we can ignore is the Roosters because.
Well, the Warriors. Or now hear me out.
The
The Warriors are better than you thought they would be.
No, the Roosters are just shit.
No, the Warriors
The
are better
Roosters
than
are
you
just
thought they would
very-
be.
Very bad. They can't score points. They are so terrible.
Well, that's what you get when you buy a 36-year-old halfback.
I've been saying this, man.
It's like the dumbest idea ever.
DC is washed.
They had 20 tackles in the opposition 20 and came away with essentially nothing. It's just bad. 44% of the ball, only completed at 71%. They made 13 errors and conceded 11 penalties. They also definitely should have had a sin bin somewhere in there. I don't know how that didn't happen. But with all those combined...
Because Uncle Nick's got deep pockets, it's okay.
With all that combined, it's a recipe for Tanner Boyd absolutely spanking you in front of a home New Zealand crowd.
Very well.
He was excellent.
I know we had a go at him not being so good last year, but once again he was thrown in because of an injury. This year he's had a full off season to train at the halfback role, and he's did very well.
He was great.
Yeah.
He was very, very good. Hold on, I have his stats. Yeah, he scored 18 of the team's 42 points, set up 2 tries, kicked 340 meters. He's a solid defender.
Yeah.
He is what you want in this team. He's very, very good.
He could have tied with the Roosters by himself.
James Fisher-Harris, doing James Fisher-Harris things.
He's
he looked
good.
better than he did at any point last year. Like, he was...
It can always be a bit interesting when you go to a new club.
But I feel like
you know,
forward should be the position where that affects you the least, because your job is run and fall over.
Yeah. That was Wayne Bennett's definition to Martin Bella once upon a time. He said, Martin, you get the ball, you run, you fall over, you get up, you play it, and then you do it again.
Exactly, that's what forwards do.
Because Martin Bella was like, he was a physio or an optometrist, one of those. He was a very smart man. He was trying to break it down into really smart language, and that's when Wayne told him off.
Mate, just don't overcomplicate it. But yeah, Fisher-Harris, 50 minutes, 160 meters, 5 offloads. Very, very active. He was good. Jack Ford having the most random 6 stallion point game of all time. I don't know where that came from.
Anyway, good on him.
I
Well
mean,
done.
running 220 meters helps, but no, he was not the best on field at all.
No, Tanner Boyd probably should have got it.
I think he should have. I thought Lecker was pretty disappointing in his first game off the bench.
He did score a try.
He ran 6 times for 21 meters.
And he did score a try, though.
It is terrible for someone of his stature.
Caliber. Maybe they didn't use him properly. Who knows?
And he's
It's
less than
not
4
always.
meters.
I tell you, he is on Jeremiah Nanai trajectory.
No,
I'm
I don't
telling
think,
you,
I don't think he will.
it's going to be him again. It's going to
No.
be him again. And the Warriors are going to lose Vaimaunga, and he's going to go be somewhere else, and he's going to be the Finafuiaki to Nanai's, to Alasima's Nanai. That's what's going to happen.
Yeah, I don't think so.
And I'm not going to be very happy about it.
I
But yeah,
think- I
Warriors
think
were good. The Roosters were bad except for now Fahu White, because he can't be bad.
No, he's good.
I like him. He's good. 191 metres. Pretty good.
Yeah,
In a team that barely had the
flogged.
ball.
Yeah, in a team that got flogged.
He was excellent.
But he's always been good.
Yeah,
So.
he was good. Tedesco was fine. He just did
Tedesco doing
things.
Tedesco stuff.
Yeah, 11 tackle breaks just casually.
Yeah.
The fact that that's normal now is ridiculous.
For him, it's just him and Ponga, right? They're the ones who break all the tackles. It's because they're so strong in the hips.
He's goofy.
Yeah.
Look, he's never the reason the Roosters lose a game.
No.
And that's more than what you can say for a decent crop of fullbacks right now.
Yeah, I
so
know. Yeah.
that's good.
The reason the Roosters lost was, I think, the Warriors basically pulled their pants down. They came out with a lot more enthusiasm and a lot more polish. And the Roosters didn't have an answer.
Counterpoint. Trent Robinson's an idiot.
Why
Because-
is this time?
Okay, so the entire preseason we've been hearing, Connor Watson is training in the middle. He's a middle forward now because they've got Reece Robson and Uolualu as there as the spell hooker. That's fine.
Yeah.
He can be in the middle. Then Robson gets hurt, and you think, okay, well, Iolu probably isn't ready to play 80 minutes, so you can have him spell. You can have Watson spell him for like 15 minutes and then shift him into the middle for that rotation. No, you get 49 minutes of Uolu, and the rest of it is Connor Watson at hooker. That's asinine.
And look, Uella didn't play badly for.
He was
by
fine,
any stretch,
but like that, I don't understand that rotation at all.
Well, hopefully they fix that
I
for the.
do not
I
understand
don't
it.
really care, but hopefully they fix it for Roosters fans anyway.
I don't understand what goes on in Trent Robinson's head. Besides, how can I least efficiently use the players at my disposal?
Sounds like somebody else I know.
Oh,
Anyway,
yeah, exactly right. But Warriors good, Roosters bad. I'm laughing hysterically.
Go the Warriors.
Yay.
Up the wires.
And then this is the least ideal scenario for the Broncos. They got whacked by Penrith at home.
Yes! I know it's funny, but I was so happy watching Penrith beat them 26-0.
They randomly switched up the spine an hour before the game, which was a terrible idea.
Obviously worked wonders.
I don't know what that was.
Reece Walsh was terrible.
Yeah, Reece Walsh was bad.
He was really bad.
He had a bad
I think he's done the Samson thing. He's cut his locks off
Yeah.
and he's lost all his powers.
He's overdosed on toilet water.
Yeah, well, probably.
He's probably driving drunk.
I can imagine, like, is Alfie still there as their trainer? I don't even remember, but I can imagine him like running into the dressing room and being like, "Reece, we got a football game," and Reece Walsh is just hunched over the toilet like, "What?" It'd be great. I'd love to see that. It'd be awesome.
He was not good.
They were basically even Payne Haas wasn't at his best. Like he ran, what was it?
Hakeem.
Yeah, he only had 125 meters and 2 tackle breaks in 78 minutes.
That's actually not good for him.
No.
That's actually very bad
Maybe
for him.
the conditions had something to do with it, but I feel like playing him for 78 minutes in those conditions is stupid.
And you should still have got more than 125 meters when you're Payne Haas.
He still only missed 1 tackle and made 37.
Yeah.
It's still Payne Haas, but like,
yeah.
that's not the Payne Haas from last year anyway. Ramadan hasn't kicked in yet, has it?
61% completions from that's
They were
terrible.
what? They made 19 errors.
They were terrible.
It was not good watching.
No, if you're a Broncos fan, you would have hated watching that.
They did this at the beginning of 2024 after losing in the 2023 grand final. Could we be looking at that again?
Well, it's possible.
Maybe. I don't know. I don't want to overreact to all of these because it is still week 1.
Look, it's week 1, and there's still some cobwebs probably, but
and the Broncos have technically played like one more main game than the rest of the league at the moment, so maybe they just need to get there.
we'll see what happens,
how
I
it
suppose. But yeah, it wasn't good. Not much more to say.
They
But
were
the
bad.
Penrith were just way better
Please,
at everything.
if they bench Ezra Mam again, I'm gonna cry because that was a terrible decision.
I was listening on the radio, and it doesn't sound like that.
I hope not.
Sounds like he's put him on the start.
Yeah, good. Penrith did what they had to do. They did exactly what you wanted them to do. They let the Broncos make mistakes,
And they defended.
and they defended well.
And they were able to score points on the
Exactly.
back of their defence.
I was very happy seeing Dylan Edwards look pretty good again.
Because at the end of last year, he was pretty average.
He was horrendous at the back end
Yeah,
last
he
year,
was
but this
very
week he just churns out 260 meters and does.
He's
standard
always
Dylan
look,
Edwards things.
Even when he was not going well, he still had a high work rate. That's just Dylan
That's
Edwards.
just what he is. He's
right?
such he's a high floor player.
He's like James Tedesco to a point in that.
He's great. Cleary and Yo just did Cleary and Yo things. They're just going to be who they are. Nothing's going to change that. I'm so happy Tom Jenkins is back.
I did tip the Penrith Panthers to win this year, so
I love Tom Jenkins. He's
I think they will.
The
Did I say 19 errors?
Yes,
they were very bad.
Yeah. Tungo being benched is an interesting decision, but I do think that having Alamotti and Jenkins on the field is their best team right now.
Alamotti just knows how to play the game. He's just good.
Yeah.
So he shouldn't be off. You know.
This was shades of the 4 in a row Penrith. This was exactly what you saw from them for 4 years in a row. But the league it's a pretty week to week league, so it's hard to draw conclusions from a whole season from one game. Yeah. Except you can from this one, because the Titans are terrible.
They are horrible.
Holy crap, they were bad, man.
Why do you keep falling for them?
I want them to be good.
So do I.
I
But
feel
They were
bad
worse
for
than Parramatta.
They were horrendous, man.
And Parramatta weren't good.
They lost by less and somehow were worse.
Yeah, I know, but
It
that's
was
because they're beaten by the
just
Sharks and not Melbourne, I suppose. If it had been Melbourne versus them, Melbourne would have put 70 on them.
Look, okay. To play devil's advocate, rookie head coach, and like 1 billion new players. It is going to take time for this to work, especially because they lost Jaden Campbell in the lead up to this game.
Yeah.
So it will take a while.
It will. And these beatings are going to continue for a little while, unfortunately.
They will continue until morale improves. But look, to be fair, some of the new pieces looked fairly good. That Faye Marnie guy on the wing, I like him. He looks really good. Cooper Bai, for the time he was on the field, looked pretty good. Arama Howe looked very, very involved on that edge. I think they picked the right guy to play that role. So there's some good here. Yeah. But it is going to be a lot of bad. It is going to take some time, especially when AJ Brimson is on the field. Holy crap, that was one of the worst games I've ever seen.
He needs to be in the centres.
He needs to be. I think he's a fullback, but he's never going to play fullback here.
Not with Keanu Kinney there.
So his options are either centre, which he clearly isn't great at, or 5'8", which he clearly isn't great at. So I just think they need to.
He might be playing left, right, out.
I think they may as well send him off to somewhere else for a player swap and try and get a forward or something.
Yeah, I don't know.
I'd be tempted.
But the Sharks were good.
Yeah, they're good.
Tricky Trindle was their best player.
It's pretty clearly Braden Trindle's team now, right? Nico Hines gets to sit and profit off his work for doing absolutely nothing and rack up all the Dally M points in the world. Most unethical Dally M you're about to see from Nico Hines this year.
Hopefully not.
I mean, to be fair, he did score 2 tries and ran 100 metres, but he was fine.
No, Trindle was Trindle also scored 2 tries and set up 3 or something. So.
Braden Trindle is like scarily good.
He's very good.
I don't know how he flew under the radar.
Nicarima. Cody Nicarima.
I can see that a little bit. I think he's got a better kicking game than Nicarima. He's more of a classical halfback.
Yeah, Nicarima's got a bit of running game than him, but that's
reminds me a lot of how James Maloney used to play. That's what he reminds me of. He reminds me a bit of how James Maloney used to play. I think that's a pretty good comp. Anfield Blake just churns out 200 metres. Classic.
Go AFB.
Classic Anfield Blake.
He was my best scorer for
I thought Cole Hoon, in the absence of Cameron McInnes, looked fine. He did pretty much what you want. So it's just, Cronulla are going to be schedule merchants.
Maybe there or thereabouts the whole year, and they'll get to the finals and go out.
Yeah.
That's how it works.
How did Tino not get sin bin? I have no clue. How do you do a late shoulder charge and not get anything?
Yeah.
Like, forget not even getting sin bin, no charges or anything. That was horrendous.
Well, unfortunately, there's a little bit of form of not charging people. Anyway, well done, Cronulla. It was a good game by you.
I just want the Titans to be half decent.
They're terrible.
They
are the worst Queensland team.
I'm still not so sure about
They are the worst Queensland team.
They're worse than the Cowboys. Don't even start with that.
We'll find out in 2 weeks, right?
Yeah, we will.
Okay.
Eagles Raiders. This was a good game, kind of.
It wasn't a good game. It was a close game.
Those
two are not necessarily the same.
That's probably fair. Look, Canberra should have had it wrapped up.
Oh,
they're up by 14.
This had no right to go to Golden Point.
I think they're up by 4. They're up by 14. They got chased down and went to Golden Point.
Mm-hmm.
That's just dumb.
Yes.
However, that's apparently a welcome to the life of a Canberra Raiders fan.
I hate the Raiders so much. They always play like this.
And
it's stupid.
But here's the thing. They only have to win. They don't have to win by 50.
Yeah, but
that is the thing, right? It's like the Cowboys of like 2017 or whatever. You're always playing on the spectators are
The
always
edge
on the
of
edge
the
of their
seats
seat.
or
You should
the
pay
back.
for a whole seat.
Yeah, I know. It's annoying.
But yeah,
No, it's not annoying. Noel Martin.
and he's fun.
He's amazing. It's like the best football player.
He nearly scored 3.
He was so good. I love
Yeah.
his hair. His hair just really sells everything.
Well,
About this.
at least it's not original. There's lots of people with mullets.
Please play him for the entire year. I don't care if you had Zach Hosking. I don't care if you have Matty Nicholson. Just play Noel Martin, dude.
Well, he did very, very well.
He was
It
great.
was a good,
Couple
good
of
game by
tries.
him.
48 tackles with no misses is stellar from an edge
Well,
forward.
there was 2 reasons that Manly were even in the game, and one of them was Tom Trbojevic, and the other one was Tolutau Kula. He is such a good player.
I called the Tolu Kola like superstar leap. I said that in the preseason. So come back in like 10 weeks when he's almost leading the Dally M count, and I will be so unbearable about it.
He was the best, one of the best players on the park, if not the best player on the park.
So good,
He's so elusive, and he is so fast.
man. He's so quick.
He just blitzes everybody. I reckon he would push Jason Saab in a race. I really do.
I feel like,
And he's better on his feet than Jason Saab is, that's for sure. He's just very quick.
Well, yeah,
so
Jason
good.
Saab's running on chopsticks.
sing Cola's praises until the end of time.
He's very,
man.
very good. He's the reason they stayed involved in this game.
You brought up Tom Trbojevic. He magically doesn't look completely overcooked anymore.
Yeah, at the end of last year, he was absolutely terrible.
He was dead. I thought he was dead in the water, and all of a sudden he's just
Got a new lease on life.
Well, it's amazing what happens when you get the stupid 6 again rule. When the best season of his career came when it was a full field 6 again. So funny how that works.
It's an interesting thing. I like Jake Trebojevic's headgear. It looked like black bubble wrap.
Me too.
Literally, it looked like black bubble wrap. It was.
It looks like this.
Funny.
It looks like the little black balls that you put in like on the top of like a surface with water to keep the water warm.
Oh no, yeah,
Have you seen that? Have you seen that?
No, you haven't. You seen that one scene from The Incredibles with when Mr. Incredible
when he gets
breaks
cut,
into
yeah.
the vault and it's yeah, that's what it is.
That's what it
No,
looked
it's
like. It was
it's,
terrible.
It was the chick in Big Hero 6 that throws around these.
The chemistry chick. Yeah, I forget what that is.
Yeah, her.
But
It's
yeah.
like those, but if they were black.
But it was a funny looking headgear, and it came down. It looked like mutton chops down the side of his face.
Bro, it
was
looked
dumb.
so
Yeah.
bad.
Elsewise for Manly, Jake Simpkin looks good. Like getting extended minutes, he looks pretty good for what they need him to be.
Olakau'atu was Olakau'atu. He's
Someone like
always going to
Olakau'atu,
be
yeah.
like that, isn't he? So,
Yeah,
but
too boring.
it
I
wasn't.
don't like Manly; they're bad.
No,
And the Raiders only beat them by 1. Which, to be fair, I thought Ethan Sanders looked pretty good.
he was good. Ethan Squared did a good job.
Yeah, they did all right.
So the Colonel,
Man, he looked so composed hitting that field
it's
goal.
just like
It's
it
just
was
a
like
veteran.
I got the ball. Oh, let's kick it. Why not?
Yeah, he was
It looked
great.
like it was almost a second, just like a decision that he made on the
Yeah.
spot. Yeah, I'll have a go. Why not?
Look, the forwards, in my opinion, were the difference here. Like, the Raiders had 5 more meters per set and 13 more tackle breaks. So, like,
Well, you look
that
at
was the Raiders' forward pack is better than Manly's forward pack. Fish found in the ocean.
Yeah.
But, like,
Oh, yeah.
it's just, I'm interested to see how the team changes with Ethan Sanders there as the season rolls along.
I think he was very good this one, but we'll see. Yeah, like you say, we'll see what happens.
Manly is still bad.
They certainly
As
are.
long as they finish outside the top 4, I think this year is a success for them. I don't think it'll happen, but as long as that happens, though, Seabolt's probably safe. And then now this was a good game. We finally had a good game. The end of round 1. The Finns played the Bunnies, and the Bunnies won.
You only think it's a good game
in a
because your Bunnies won.
70-point shootout.
That's
No, this was a
boring.
good game, man. This was a fun game to watch.
The Dolphins were underdone,
Obviously, yes.
so we know that they can score plenty of points.
Amiso Tabuai Fido sucks. I've said this so many times. He is just incredibly terrible at football. I don't get how he continually has this starting fullback job with Trey Fuller there. He ran 8 times for 120 meters. 60 of that was in like 1 run. The rest of his game, he ran 7 times for maybe 70 meters. As a fullback. That's unacceptable in today's football. I do not understand it. How
Move him into the centres, put Trey Fuller at fullback,
So
do what Queensland does.
Look
Put him
at-
in the centres.
do what the Rabbits are doing right now.
Yeah, I know.
They put Jai Gray at fullback, Latrell Mitchell at centre, and they score 40 points.
Yeah.
Funny how that works.
And then if you put,
Uh,
you put Hammer in the right positions, and he's going to be good.
it's Jackson Purdue.
Yeah.
He's just Jackson Purdue.
Jackson
That's
Purdue.
exactly what he is.
Yeah.
I don't know how he continually gets this spot. It is beyond me.
I mean, I know they're talking about gives him more space, but more space to do what? Like you say, he didn't really do very much.
More space to not touch the ball. He clearly has no interest in getting
Although,
involved.
to be fair, I think a lot of the kicks went away from him, which is
Well,
probably...
that doesn't stop him in attacking shapes getting...
No, and I'm
the
not saying that, but a lot of fullbacks get their meters from like a kick return or something,
I suppose...
whereas he was being kicked away from, which I guess is fair, because you don't want him in broken field, because that's where he will
I
do
would
some
rather
damage.
kick it to him than I would kick it to Selwyn Cobbo.
Yeah. They're basically the same player. Selwyn's just a bit bigger.
And a ton slower. What on the... What you just... Yes, my favourite...
But they're both lazy.
Man really said that Jason Saad and Brian Toto are the same player.
No, they're both kind of lazy, and they don't do as much as they probably
So
should.
Latrell Mitchell then, right?
Well, I guess
Brian
actually
Toto.
Cobbo was supposed to be Latrell Mitchell.
You
So
said Brian Toto.
Well, he just said that Selwyn Cobbo and Hamaso are the same player. Exactly. Think about that for more than 2 seconds.
Someone covers one of those stockier players.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah,
Emerson
he's-
is a stick. Emerson's fast.
Emerson's quite tall.
Elsewise on the Dolphins, any week Tom Flegler is not injured is a good week.
so
And
good.
he was pretty good in this game.
You know,
I'm
who,
so happy
you know
to
who
see
was?
him.
Tom Gilbert actually had a pretty good game coming back.
He's
as
a
well.
middle forward.
Yeah.
I'm glad they're using him as a middle
Yeah,
forward.
he was
has that
quite good.
mongrel.
Connolly had a bit of an off game at second row. I don't know whether he is a second row. Maybe he should be playing in the
He's
centres.
too big to be a centre now. That's the problem. He's too big to be a
He's
centre.
just got to get his hands right. He had a couple of butterfinger moments.
Dad's just talking
unfortunately.
about these ex-Cowboys because he
Yeah.
doesn't want to let go.
Yeah,
of the
No,
For as much as I said, I don't have any worries about the Finns. They're going to be pretty good. They
Oh,
scored 30 points. Like that should, on most weeks, be enough to win you football games. They just happen to
unfortunately,
play.
They didn't defend very well.
Well, they just happen to play a team that possibly has the best left edge in all of football.
I know.
And
Although,
holy
to
crap,
be fair,
is it
David
good?
Fafita didn't really do a heck of a lot.
He did enough.
He did enough, but he wasn't like
He
overwhelmingly
got sin
good.
bin.
Yeah,
He got sin bin, so did Tom
so did
Gilbert.
Tom Gilbert. That was dumb
That was a really stupid sin bin.
for both of them.
Fafita's was worse.
Yes, it was.
Fafita's was so much worse.
I didn't even watch.
Because Gilbert was silly enough to say in ref's hearing, "I'm just going to keep the niggle up," and so he doesn't get sin binned. And then, of course, David Feeder jumps in and does his bit and gets sin binned as well.
Tom Gilbert reminds me so much of Josh Maguire.
Yeah, a little less niggly than Josh.
I don't know about that. Hey.
He's a hard worker. I'll give
Yeah,
him
Josh
that.
McGuire, right?
Yeah, exactly.
He's a hard worker.
I love Tom Gilbert.
I do, and he was a big loss. But we didn't. The Cowboys didn't lose him for bad reasons. He went down to
Well,
be with
no,
his family,
that's
right?
fine,
So
yeah.
and that's fine.
The Bunnies scored 40 points. Latrell Mitchell was fine.
Yeah, he was okay. Look,
It's fine.
he had
Look,
some good kicks.
his touches, for the touches of the ball he had, he was pretty good. He just
Yeah.
doesn't touch it all that much. Which
No.
concerns me a little bit.
That's his MO though.
But
unfortunately.
maybe that's just...
It's first game. Once again, we're making all these calls, and it's game one.
Yeah, I know.
So we need to maybe give him a couple of weeks to get some rhythm happening
Look,
and see what goes
I think
after
you
that.
can make that judgment when it comes to execution for like plays and stuff, but when it comes to work rate, that should be there from day dot.
Yeah.
And I don't think Latrell has that right
No,
now,
he
so I'm
doesn't.
looking for a little bit more.
He needs to pick it up, but David Peter also needs to do the same. He can't
Exactly.
fall into the same trap.
One thing,
you know.
one person you can't say that about is Keon Kalamatangi,
Oh,
because he is amazing.
that dude has an engine. Right? He
He's
played.
so-
Did he play the whole
He
game?
played 70 minutes
Holy
and ran
dude.
for 250
Yeah,
meters.
the dude has an engine on him.
Just mad. He is crazy. The Dragons have such a good one.
Who's
man.
it? The dragon guy who's quite similar.
Couchman.
No. His name right now. That's terrible.
The only people I can think that are similar to him is Terrell May and Trey Mooney, I guess.
Yeah, I'll think of it later, and I'll say it.
Like, aha! Yes.
Yeah.
He was good. Cam Murray is Cam Murray. I love watching Cam Murray play. He's great. He
Very
broke considerably more tackles than I remember him breaking in the
Well,
past.
he's another one of these nuggety type players,
So
right?
good.
He's not tall. He's broad.
He's Cameron McInnes.
Yeah, the better version.
Yeah,
probably.
better version of Cameron McInnes. That's what he is. I love it.
He's very, very good. I actually rate him out of. I'm not a big Bunnies fan, but I do rate Cameron Murray because I don't think he's up himself. I don't think he's one of those sorts of players.
Was he the guy that got suspended for jumping in that fight from the reserves in Origin, or was that someone else?
No, that was somebody
That
else.
was Stefano, wasn't it?
Yeah, no, that was.
Oh, no, yeah.
No,
it was. Was it Ola Kawatu?
No,
it was Olakawatu.
That's right.
Yeah,
I'm pretty sure he was involved in that, though. That was fun.
That was pretty stupid of
Ow,
Olakawatu.
You should be sitting up.
Yes, you should be. This is a
Sit up.
video.
You Wolford. Actually, no. Lie back down. No one wants to look at your face.
Okay.
That's not very nice.
Back up. Yeah, that wraps up round one, which was bad. All right, we're back.
Yeah, we're gonna do that again.
He had to run away. So
Yes, I ran away.
Ran away to the circus.
we're all back. I wrote up all of my.
You read it up.
Yeah, I read it up. I read it up all of the match preview shenanigans. So hopefully this will be a little bit more polished than last week's one was anyway. Alrighty, so round two kicks off with the Broncos playing the Eels at Suncorp Stadium. Both teams that lost fairly handily in round one.
Mm-hmm.
So we'll see how they're looking to bounce back. Ezra Mam is named to start again, and from every single piece of mail I've seen, it's gonna be for real this time. So hopefully Madge has learned his lesson.
Well, one hopes so because it obviously worked wonderfully last week.
Yeah. Elsewise, it's the same crew that lost to Penrith, but there's no real reason to panic. I don't think if you're the Broncos, there's no reason to change much. For the Eels, Will Penasini has been dropped, which is
Why?
interesting.
He
I have
wasn't
no
like
idea.
That seemed weird. That's definitely a choice.
So Jordan Samarani comes in at centre.
He's not horrible, but still.
And with Josh Addo-Carr coming back on the wing from his thumb injury, that means that Brian Kelly has dropped and Sean Russell shifts to the centre. So it's
Probably for the
a
best.
completely new look back line.
And it's probably
Yeah.
for the best because Brian Kelly sucks.
Yes, well, he was probably only put in because of the injury.
So yeah, that's a whole thing that Jason Riles has decided to do. Jermaine Hopgood suspended, so Jack Williams starts at prop and Kalmatu-Ulangi shifts to the edge. Charlie Geimer is the new man on the bench. New man on the bunch. Brisbane have won 10 and Parramatta have won 11 at Suncorp Stadium, so it's fairly close. Brisbane have lost 4 of their last 5.
Yeah, for some reason, Parramatta really get up for a game against Brisbane. It's crazy.
I think barring any sort of last minute team list shenanigans, I am going to give Brisbane the edge here, but this is going to be a dogfight. I've picked Brisbane by 1. We could be in for possibly another golden point game.
I actually think Parramatta have a really good chance. They match up really well against Brisbane for whatever reason. So I'm actually going to tip Parramatta
Me
by a
too.
small amount.
It's one of the more strange...
Maybe by 2.
2, yeah.
Yeah, it's going to be a close game, whichever way it
Yeah.
goes. I'm very, very excited to see.
I think that's going to be one of the better games of the round,
It's
actually.
tomorrow night. I might stream that one. I'll see how I'm feeling. It could be a good game. So, maybe. We'll see. Moving on. Friday. You get the Warriors playing the Raiders at Mount Smart Stadium.
This will be a good game.
Warriors tried out the same 19. I'm not surprised at all. Khan Pereira and Nia Corey are still waiting for their first action in 2026. I wonder when they're going to come in.
Yeah.
The Raiders have named Matt Timoko to return via the bench, but I don't expect it to stay that way. I reckon Sasani will just shift back and Timoko will start at lock come Friday. So I guess we will see how that goes.
Yeah.
Josh Papali'i is out through concussion protocol, so Morgan Smithies starts at prop.
That's right, yeah, he got failed his HIA
Yes.
last week.
They split their last 6 at Mount Smart, but the Raiders have won their last 3 games against the Warriors, so a couple of interesting factors there. This is going to be an interesting game, I think.
Probably a good one, actually.
I think it'll be one for the purists. It'll be a grindy sort of low scoring
both
game.
have good forward packs and
Exactly.
very similar back lines, to be
Yeah,
fair.
exactly. Bad defense.
Yeah.
So I guess we'll see. I'm going to pick the Warriors to win this. I've got them winning 18-14. So pretty close.
I think the Warriors can do it, but it wouldn't surprise me if the Raiders do win.
Roger Tuivasa-Sheck has scored in his last 4 games against the Raiders, and so keep an eye out for him to score a try.
He'll probably run another 300 metres for
Punters,
no reason.
put your bets
Yeah,
on.
the
bets on
only time
Rogers
try
for
score for him would be like $1.30. I
Yeah,
think.
I reckon, yeah.
And then this is the marquee game of the week. Friday night at Allianz Stadium. The
Well, it
Roosters
depends
play
on
the
which
Bunnies
teams show up. I mean,
as Alex Johnston
if the same,
chases Ken Irvin. He's 2 tries away from breaking the record.
yeah, he's one away from
He's 1
tying.
from tying, 2 for breaking.
Yeah,
For the Roosters, Robert Toya's back. He's overcome his
that's
foot injury from last week.
very, very good.
So Pounder drops off. It's neither here nor there. Couple of changes in the forwards though. Siwa Wong and Egan Butcher are now starting in the second row and lock respectively, with Nat Butcher and Blake Steep both benched.
Yeah.
So a few deck chair shuffling things going on at the Roosters. For the Bunnies, Ashton Ward's out with some high ankle sprain, broken leg thing. Something like some lower limb injury. And
ankle sprain and broken leg, they're the
they're
same.
pretty similar. So Jaden Sullivan gets the halfback jersey while Jamie Humphries is still suspended. And Sean Kepi joins the bench, so, enjoy a couple of penalties there, Souths. They split the last 4, but the Roosters have, they split the last 4 at Allianz, I should say, but the Roosters have beaten the Rabbitohs in 6 of their last 7 meetings. So fairly lopsided in recent times.
Ow!
But which
both
Roosters team
up?
shows up?
Good question. He's
Yeah.
dead. I think the Bunnies are going to win, and I'm looking for Latrell Mitchell to be good simply because he likes beating the Roosters.
A lot of teams like beating the Roosters.
True, but it is called Trellian Stadium for a reason. However, Marky Mark has scored 4 tries in 3 games against the Bunnies, so have a look there.
I assume there might be
It's
a
not his first
little
try.
bit to go.
Bunnies by 8, 30-22.
I think it'll be a good game. I don't think the same Roosters team will. It won't be the same as last week. I think they'll do a bit better.
I don't think it
Yeah.
matters if the same Roosters team shows up. The Bunnies are just a better team.
They probably are, but let's see. This is a home game for the Roosters, right?
It's
true.
It's
Yeah.
a coin toss, really.
You're probably right. It's coin toss, but I want the Rabbits.
There'll be a few games that are like that this week.
Like this one, but not for good reasons.
Yeah, look, it could still be a coin toss.
The Cowboys are going to play the Tigers at Leichhardt Stadium, which means it'll be a stupid game because games at Leichhardt are always stupid.
Well, he seemed to win it like apart from that one
Always
time that we
stupid.
lost by 46 or
The Cowboys,
48.
and I think you mentioned it a bit later, the Cowboys have a relatively good record recently at Leichhardt.
Yeah, they've won 3 of their last 4 at Leichhardt.
Yeah.
They've been
And
in
they've
2024 and 2025.
All those games have had at least 60 points scored.
Yeah.
So defense is optional.
Yeah.
Yeah, 60 points went to one team one time.
So the Tigers
That was
play
nice.
their first game of 2026. Hemasi Makasini, teen phenom, is named in the centres
Yeah.
with Stafford Toa out, so Luke Laulilii is on the wing.
I think Makasini is definitely a winger, so we'll get to see how he goes.
I think he'll be fine. He's big enough to be a
He's
centre.
a scary individual, that young man.
Yeah. New hire Kai Pearce-Paul is on the edge with Samuel Fainu. Terrell Mayfonu-Apole and Alex Twal round out their forwards. Jock Madden, Sione Fainu, Jaden Hunt? I don't remember which Hunt that. Royce Hunt, you idiot.
Royce
Royce
yes.
Hunt, Alex Seyfarth, Tristan Hope, and Jarrell Skelton round out their bench. Interesting crew. I think it's a pretty good squad. The Tigers are a pretty good team.
Yeah, well, let's see. I mean, some other teams that did really well in the preseason have been crap since they've come into the real one.
This is true.
So
I suppose that's fair. Cowboys side, Braden Burns successfully downgraded his charge to grade 1. So
hell has now called for snowblowers because
the Cowboys won in the judiciary.
I mean,
What is
what
going on?
the hell?
At least
it's-
they're being consistent
It's the
about
right call.
that. At least they're being consistent
He
about
shouldn't
that.
have even been sent for 10.
It's a good thing, I
It's
suppose.
just stupid. But anyway, yes,
Yeah,
he
he's there
gets
on
to
the wing.
play.
Tom McKaylee being injured means Matt Lodge is somehow the next choice forward and not Caden Lars.
This is just really
This
bad.
is why they lose all of their young players, because they decide, let's play a 33-year-old cop beater as opposed to a 20-year-old son of a gun forward. This is why the Cowboys always lose all their young
Did
players.
Todd Payton not see his game in the Maori and Indigenous All-Stars game?
He's stupid.
He
He didn't watch that game. He doesn't think it's real football.
It was so good.
It was a draw.
But no, I'm not saying... not the game. The game by Caden Lars was so good.
Yeah.
Get him on the field. Todd, he rips and
Egg
tears.
It's egg Payton.
I don't care if you keep Matt Lodge. Just drop Kai O'Donnell.
Do something. I don't know that Matt Lodge is going to be the answer. I mean, last time he played, he was average.
Yes.
Egg Payton.
We will we'll see how that goes. The Cowboys have, like I said, won 3 of their last 4 at Leichhardt. Dearden has scored in the last 3 games against the Tigers. But what's going to happen is the Tigers are going to offload a crap ton and the Cowboys can't defend. So the Tigers are going to win by 20 and it's going to be gross.
I still think there is a course for the Cowboys winning this game.
Yeah, it's if every one of the Tigers gets hurt and or is
No,
shot.
that's not even the case. Like I said, they have a good record at
You have to be a
Leichhardt.
pessimist.
I don't know why they have a good record at Leichhardt. Look, even the greatest optimist would have to say that the Tigers would be favourite to win the game. But I still see that there is a chance of the Cowboys pulling an upset.
I don't know where you're seeing this coming from, to be perfectly
Just based
honest.
on their how they match up against the Tigers for whatever reason.
They are going to play through Macassini and through, who's their other centre? Taylor May. They're going to play those two, and they're going to run over Jackson Purdue and Tom Chester, almost exactly like Newcastle did. It's going to be almost the exact same game, except the Tigers have a better offense and they'll score more points.
Yeah, I guess we'll see.
Yeah. Cowboys lose again. No.
You're insane!
No! I have reason to believe this.
I don't think your reasoning is sound.
Well, like
Okay.
it's the last time they played
At
the Dragons.
okay, so at Wynn Stadium, we have the Dragons playing Melbourne. I'm going to go through what the team is first because these people are acting
I will
insane.
smite you.
The Dragons have the same 19 that barely lost to the Bulldogs in Vegas.
Bulldogs were bad in Vegas.
For Melbourne, with Alec McDonald out through concussion, Tui Kamikamica starts at lock, and Asofa Solomona Light Jack Hetherington is on the bench because Craig Bellamy has a sin bin fetish or whatever. Melbourne have won their last 3 games at Wynn Stadium, but have lost their past 2 against the Dragons. The Dragons are an incredibly tenacious team. They're going to keep fighting. They are very, very similar to how the Rabbitohs were at the back end of last year. And the only team they can seemingly beat in these sorts of close games is Melbourne. But I'm giving Melbourne the win. Barely. I think it's going to
Past
be very, very
performance
close.
is no indicator of future performance.
Melbourne by 2.
Melbourne by 22.
Absolutely not.
They
No.
are going
Melbourne
to
by
flog them.
30.
You are wrong.
Melbourne.
No, I don't think I am.
If you think that the Dragons played at the same level that Parramatta just did, you're nuts.
Melbourne by 20.
No.
Yes.
You guys are
No,
wrong.
Melbourne are going to win.
wrong.
I will not be surprised if the Dragons win this game.
They won't win this game.
I will
The
not
Dragons
be
are
surprised
getting
if
the
Dragons-
wooden spoon.
If Melbourne win by more than
Yeah.
10 points, I will be very, very shocked.
Prepare to be very, very
No.
shocked.
That's not how being prepared works.
Yeah, yes.
The
It's
guy.
kind of contradictory.
No,
No.
Melbourne by a very small margin.
Nah, Melbourne by enough to, drive a truck through.
You're wrong.
No.
No, you're
Straight
wrong.
up wrong.
You're wrong. Wrong.
We'll agree on this one. The Penrith are going to play Cronulla at Bathurst.
Yeah, they're gonna win.
Why not?
Penrith are going to win.
Liam Martin's still out, so Penrith are going to roll with the same 19.
Didn't really hurt them last time,
Not
so...
at all. Alamonti's in the centres, Jenkins
Yeah.
is on the wing. All good here. The Sharks also have the same 19. Lots of continuity here. The Sharks have lost their past 5 games against Penrith. I know you said past performance isn't a reliable indicator, but that seems pretty cut and dry to me. Alamonti scored 4 in his last 3 against Cronulla. The Sharks can't beat any good teams. We know this. Penrith are a good team.
Penrith are going to win
Therefore,
by
Sharks
30.
lose. No, Penrith are going to win by 12. It's not going to be that bad.
No, that's not.
No, you're probably right. They've got it. Look,
Win by 8.
to be fair, Cronulla have a good forward pack.
Yes,
That's
absolutely correct.
Definitely a thing. But I just think Melbourne have got more. I know Melbourne, Penrith have got more attack across the board.
That's probably true.
Because they're just going to rely on Trindle, and if Penrith can shut him down, Cronulla got nothing else.
Exactly. I think Penrith
So,
will win this fairly
yeah.
comfortably. It'll be like, I put them 28-16, but it'll be like 28-6 with 10-ish minutes left, and then they'll put the Q in the rack.
Which
That's what I'm
they do,
thinking
which
will
is
happen.
bad. But anyway,
That's what will happen here. Penrith will win fairly comfortably. Sea Eagles are going to play the Newcastle Knights at Four Pines Park.
Oh, they love each other. These two.
This is going to be great.
It's gonna be like 5 sin bins.
This is the actual worst game of the round, I think.
Alright, so, for Manly, Siosiwa Takiaho is out because their forwards weren't bad enough already. So,
Well, he's the oldest forward in the universe, so
So Kobe Hetherington is their new starting prop, and we get to sound the debutant alarm. Paul Bryan joins the bench from
What the
Manly.
heck is that?
A lawyer, probably. O'Brien.
And
That's
Co.
the most white name.
Exactly.
That is the most white name I've ever heard.
For Newcastle, Fletcher Sharp is still nursing a PCL injury, so Sandon Smith is the 5'8", and another debutant, Francis Manu Lalua, is on the bench for Newcastle.
Oh, look, it's another Polynesian dude.
Great, I love that name. This is going to be a good old-fashioned poo slinger.
Oh, it's going to be
This is going to
terrible.
be a bad game.
It's going to be woeful. The
Newcastle
difference
will
will be Kalen Ponga.
Probably. Newcastle have only won 4 of their 24 games at Four Pines Park. They're going to make it 5, though. I think they're going to win some because their attack is slightly better than...
You know, I know that Brookvale is usually a fortress, but...
Because
Not
the
anymore.
Sea
It hasn't been a fortress for a while.
Yeah.
The Sea Eagles are hot garbage.
They are
To be
bad.
fair, Newcastle aren't necessarily great either, but they're just
No, but they're
score
just a
more
little
points,
better
you know.
than hot
I think
garbage
Better
Manly.
than Manly, yeah.
Anyway.
Manly. Huh,
Manly.
Manly.
Manly could end up...
And I know you
screwed.
said this, like, the Seagulls Knights game will be the worst game around, but this will be worse because it's
The Dolphins
gonna
are
be
going
another
to-
blowout.
Dolphins are going to kill the Titans.
Yeah, this is scary. Max Platt and Ray Stone are back for the...
They're going to kill
Ray
them by
Stone!
more now.
Parramatta hero
This is
Ray
good.
Stone.
The Titans have also trotted out the same 19, which, credit to Josh Hannay, didn't panic. Rookie coach didn't panic, which is good. But
Maybe
also...
there's nobody.
Yeah, I was going to say who else do they have to put in. But no, I think it's fine. But the perfect antidote for a struggling team is the Titans, and the Dolphins have the ability to score 1 billion points.
Yeah.
So the Finns are going to drop 50, and the
Yeah.
Titans are going to die.
That's by
This
Titans.
is yuck.
It's
I feel so bad for the Titans, man. I feel so bad for them. Why can't they can never be good?
Why can the Gold Coast always be terrible?
Patrick Herbert completely derailed an entire franchise by not knowing how to pass the bloody ball. It's insane how quickly they fell after that. I cannot believe it.
They were really good that year.
They were excellent. I'm telling you, if they beat the Roosters in that game, I have no idea where they end up because they were good.
I think they get to at least the prelim.
Because who did the Roosters play in round 2 that year? Was it the Raiders?
I
It was something like
the
that.
2021
Stop leaning
or
on me.
2020.
Lean on your own breakfast.
Be a fun game. This won't be a fun game though. Dolphins by a lot.
Dolphins will win.
Amiso Tabuai-Fano to score a hat trick and somehow keep his fullback jersey for the rest of the season based on 1 game. That's what's going to happen.
Jermaine Zacco to score 24 points.
Yeah, that'll be fun, eh? I think that's it for me. I think I'm all done.
I think that's a good wrap. So
We're good. Any other comments about the NRL at large right now, other than it's getting worse and worse as the weeks go on?
I just hope they can get consistent with their 10 in the bins and stuff, because you can't pick it for one team and then leave it out for another team. It's just not on.
Yeah.
You have to be consistent. Look, we as fans will probably mind less if you were consistently bad. The fact is you're inconsistently bad,
Yeah.
which is dumb.
Because we're used to you being bad, so if you're bad all the time, then it doesn't really matter.
But how about we actually think positive and you start being consistently at least passable? That would be good.
They want the thing. The NRL has given up on fixing refereeing, and they want the players to adapt to bad rules and bad rulings, and that's a bad way to run a sports league.
It is. Get the referees to be better.
Give them some accountability.
Yeah.
That's what happens.
Maybe they should, maybe people should be able to ask them questions.
No, I don't agree with that, because that is just a grounds for more referee abuse. I just think that the criteria for a referee being dropped from any given week should be much, much stricter.
Yeah.
Because that's the only way that's the only thing that talks is whether you have a job or not.
One howler should mean you're out for the next week, as far as I'm concerned. You get a few little ones, missing a forward pass here and there, we're not going to crucify you for. Although
But it's the bunker as well. Who was the bunker official? Actually, no, there probably wasn't the bunker. This was Golden Point. Who was the referee for the Dragons Bulldogs game in Vegas? I don't remember who it was.
Adam G.
It may have been. If it was Adam G, he should have been dropped because that strip call was horrendous. So
I know that the Cowboys had their favourite referee for that one,
Bruce
Ashley
Butler.
Klein, far out.
Yeah.
Mr. Clean.
Anything else sports-wise? Bam Adebayo dropped 83 points
Which
for
is-
some ungodly reason.
That's kind of insane to even
I
think
can't
about.
believe that the highest score in the past 60 years is now Bam Adebayo. It's not Kobe Bryant. It's
No.
not Michael Jordan. It's not any of these guys. It's Bam Adebayo, who shot 43 free throws.
It's not Steph Curry. It's
Most ridiculous. Just
that's a lot of free throws.
the fourth quarter. I went back.
He get fouled like a million times.
I watched the fourth quarter of that game because he was up to like mid-60s before the fourth quarter, and they were like triple teaming the guy every single play, and they were like all the fouls that were called against him were correct fouls. Like he wasn't baiting them at all. They just kept fouling him, and he kept going to the line. 83.
Hometown hero.
Now I actually do believe that the Wilt Chamberlain 100-point game did happen. Because
Yeah.
Bam Adebayo can score 83.
Wilt Chamberlain can certainly score 100.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And, the Ravens backed out of the Max Crosby trade, which was crazy. Just that popping up out of nowhere. What a weird day in sports.
Hometown hero crashed out. Oscar Piastri.
Oh yeah, Piastri. That was so sad.
What a stupid place to crash.
I felt so sorry for him. I mean, but apparently there were some issues with the car. That's why he
Well,
crashed.
you know what? Speaking of sports leagues going to hell, what the hell are Formula One doing? What are they doing with
What do
all
they
of
some
these...
of them call? The F1 drivers are calling it Mario Kart.
Yes.
This
There's
is
a
what-
Carlos Sainz that call it Mario Kart.
Ah.
It's so dumb.
Why are they making the cars smaller? Like, seriously.
Because
Fighting
they're taking some of the
dirty,
power
yeah.
out of it. That's why.
I don't know if you guys have seen
The
Jimmy Reese video on it. It's so
it's
great.
pretty good.
And the actual F1 commentator bringing him up as well
Yeah.
was awesome. I thought that was great. But yeah, I don't understand the whole... Like, it's 50-50 between petrol and battery power
battery.
now. But the power is so bad that you can't even go down a full straight without having to slow down. It's just dumb.
And you can use your battery for an extra boost, but if you do it too much, you
It's,
don't have a boost.
Oh yeah, it's the mushroom in Mario Kart.
Oh.
That's exactly what it is. I don't know what they're doing. They're going down the same route that I think like NASCAR and a lot of different motorsports associations going down, where they're trying to reinvigorate a sport that doesn't need it.
Please, supercars, don't do that.
No, we're too stubborn for that.
Keep your big V8s blasted out.
Australian motorsports is too stubborn to do that.
You know they've got Toyota Supras in that now, the Australian.
Oh, they're all going to be terrible.
Oh, they came in like 4th or something.
Wait, that season's already started?
Yeah.
I haven't even been
Supercars already
keeping up.
started.
I haven't been keeping. Oh,
Of
that's
course it
right.
started
Yeah.
at the Melbourne Grand
It's
Prix.
Marsh, you idiot. Yeah, of course. That's right. I have to keep
And look-
an eye on that then. Red Bull driving for Ford now. It's funny.
Ford is they have more cars than the opposition now. It used to be that well it was Holden, then it became Chevy. Had more cars than Ford, but I think it's gone the other way now. So
Well, yeah, because Red Bull now converts to Fords.
yeah, so that's a net change of
Who
4.
are you going to
basically.
follow now? Because you hate Fords, but your team's always been Red Bull.
Well, I did follow Lowndes. He was just Triple Eight racing, which is a little bit
He was his
different.
own thing.
Um,
I'm still going to be a Cam Waters truther. I swear
I
he's a
don't-
good driver.
I don't care that they changed cars. They're still the same team. They're the same drivers. They're the same brand. They're the same everything. They've just changed
yes,
cars.
it's a Ford, so that's bad.
Found on road dead.
Yes, found on rubbish dumps.
Sports is in a weird place right now.
Yeah, it is. But we hope if you gamble, do it responsibly. Don't listen to us because you're probably going to lose a lot of
Hey,
cash.
I give excellent advice.
Nathan,
Thank you.
shut up. Also,
And
Paralympics.
I hope your team does well unless you follow the West Tigers.
Or the Roosters, because I hate you.
Or Manly because you suck.
Yeah, perfect. We've got 3 fan bases.
All the nights.
Good job. We pissed off a third of the elite.
All the nights because you beat us.
Alright. Catch you guys.
Catch you on the flip side.